If only I could get to the top of the search engines.
What you need is a bunch of backlinks.
Get all kinds of traffic. Make all kinds of money.
You gotta have the right plugins and SEO softwares. That's what you need.
I know.
Man, you really want to get ranked? You gotta pay me $20,000. I'll get you ranked.
What? Yeah, it seems like everyone's got all the answers to get you ranked on the search engines. Well, my name's Marcus, and I've been ranking sites on the search engines for the last 20 years. That's right, most of my life. And I've learned a lot of different things that'll get you ranked, including the #1 top secret ranking factor that I'm going to teach you in this video, plus a super secret method for getting tons of keywords literally overnight. And we're starting right now. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that cool little intro. We got to talk fast because we got a lot of things to cover today. We're going to give you a full out overview of how SEO works in a way you've never understood it before. We got notes. We got slides. We got websites to look at. We got reports to look at. All kinds of stuff. So be ready to take note. What? This can't be true. Google says I'm the 34th most ugly ass dude on the planet. What? Actually, there's a pretty good search engine lesson tied to this, which we're going to get into in a little bit. So back to our slides here, we want to take a look at this and we want to uncover the #1 ranking factor and how it's judged. Now, a lot of people think that the #1 ranking factor of the search engines is relevancy. If your article or your content is relevant, like these twin guys up here, then hey, you're going to get the search engine rankings. This is a lot like the myth that content is king. Content is not king. Relevancy is not king. It might be queen, but it's not king. And we're going to talk to you about why. Now, why is relevancy not king? Why, if you write a perfect article and it matches the keyword exactly, why doesn't it automatically get ranked? Why are you stuck at page 4,682 instead of being in the top 10? Well, the reason is because Google is looking at several different things. The #1 ranking factor that you have to look at is why Google is in business, right? Google would go out of business if they stopped serving good results that you liked. You are the judge of what Google shows. Very important. They have designed the algorithm around people like you. They want to take it and say, hey, if someone is searching for pizza in Philadelphia, hey, we want to give them a good user experience and actually give them pizza companies in Philadelphia, not people selling pizza coupons or not people doing this or doing that. We want to give them exactly what they want. I learned this years ago back in 2003 when we had a little joke where you would actually search for Pizza Philadelphia and you'd get a bunch of dirty sites that came up, which was a bad user experience. And ever since then, Google kind of learned, hey, you know what? We got to keep on our game and give people what they want. Otherwise, they're not going to click, they're not going to stay, and they're going to say Google is not a good search engine, and they're going to go somewhere else. Now, Google has dialed this in many different ways, but let's talk about this because how do you get a good user experience? How does Google know that what you have to offer is good for their search rankings and should be ranked high? Now, sometimes you see stuff rank overnight. Sometimes it takes a long time. We're going to look at this and talk about why this works. We're going to talk about strategy, keyword strategy, and everything like that. First of all, we got to take a look and say, well, how do keywords work, right? Like, how does this work? Because the user experience is based on the keyword. Obviously, if you're searching for ugly ass dude and I come up, what's going on there? Well, it's a keyword relevancy issue. So we got to take a look at this and say, is the keyword relevant? First thing Google's going to look at is they're going to say, hey, you know what? Is this relevant? Now, I got to tell you that content is not the king that determines relevancy. It's not. And case in point, take a look at the ugly ass dude page. There ain't no content. It's simply a video. It's not even in a category. There is literally no content on this page at all other than a video. So why in the world would it rank for this term? Well, let's take a look at that. First of all, we got to say, how are these keywords going to work? Well, keywords are in groups that are related. Okay, so you got like affiliate marketing, whatever. You got diet, you got keto diet, you got weight loss, you got all these words that are together. All right, now when you look at this, you're going to go for a core word. Maybe you're going to go for keto diet, or you're going to go for something like that. You're going to find out they're very competitive, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. But you're going to look at this and you're going to say, how do these keywords work? Well, these keywords are going to be put into several different groups. Okay, so you're going to have your keyword strategy, and you're going to look at your keyword strategy here, and you're going to say, let's say I'm going for keto diet. Okay? If you're going to go for keto diet, you want to make sure that you have all of the related words. Now, you can go to the Google AdWords tool. You can search for keto diet here. I think I have one for keto diet. Now let's type it in here. Yeah, there we go, keto diet, right? So for keto diet, you could see here that we have lots of different keywords. We got keto food list. Now we can actually isolate this even more, because the more isolated and the more refined your keyword list, the better you're going to do, especially as a new site. So if we go to keto diet and we add a filter, and we say, I want to filter and only include words that contain diet. Okay, so now this is just going to isolate just the ones that have to do with keto diet. And hopefully we can make this bigger here. It doesn't look like it. All right, so we're going to have to scroll down like this. Okay, so we got keto diet foods, keto diet plan, keto diet for beginners, keto diet explained, and everything like that. So we're going to look at this. First and foremost, we're going to group our words together, the words that we want. Okay, so we got keto diet plan for beginners, we got keto diet plan, we got all these different things. And you can even narrow down more and just do all the ones for keto diet plan. Okay, now this is very important because you're going to get into an area where you have lots of competition. And again, remember, this is based on the user experience. So we're going to talk about how and why Google ranks that. So you have all your keywords here. Now what you're going to do is you're going to have one major keyword for your site. What is your site about? Right? This is going to be tied to your domain name. This is going to be tied to your keyword. This is going to be all your sub keywords, and you're not going to deviate very much until you start to grow. Okay, this is a problem people do, is they deviate too much. But if we stay on the path of keto diet plan, then we're going to go through and we're going to start to build up this domain as known like, hey, this is about keto diet plan. So anything on there is going to be ranked for keto diet plan. Case in point, I am about affiliate dude and dude. Google says, hey, this site's about dude. All right, so I put something up about ugly ass, and it said, well, this must be about ugly ass dude, because this site's about dude, and it says ugly ass. This is a tactic we used years ago, and we still use today, where we would go through and we'd rank a mortgage site, and it'd be like mortgage qualifications, FHA, or something like that. We'd put our content, and at the bottom of the content, we just list all 50 states. Right? We're like, hey, these loans work in all these 50 states. And what would happen is Google would be like, well, this site's about the mortgage stuff. And hey, it might be about like mortgage refinance California or mortgage refinance FHA Florida or whatever. And it'd go through and it'd rank all of them. And thus, one page would get us hundreds of rankings, which is really, really cool. Now, they're not like killer rankings. We're not going for the word diet. But hey, if I can pick up an extra 3, 10, or 50 visitors a day per keyword I rank for, then hey, I'm doing pretty darn good, right? And you can see how this works because my domain, the affiliate marketing dude, you can see actually starts to rank for a lot of things related to dude. Ugly ass dude, hosting dude, dude sites, dude tools, real estate marketing dude. I don't even talk about real estate on my site. Landing page dude, and lots of other things related to dude. Even dude, you slapped a fish, right? Apparently, you know, I don't know, I guess I slapped a fish or something. I have no idea. But what we're looking at is the domain authority goes for all the keywords. So you got to look at this and you got to say, okay, my domain and my keywords and my strategy needs to be built around one main keyword, one I can get. Now, when you're first starting out, if you're going to go to keto diet plan, you're going to take a look at this and you're going to be like, holy crap, keto diet plan for beginners is actually pretty darn competitive. Keto diet plan for beginners, we got 70 million results. Now, to show you how the competition works, take a look at some of these keywords. The word diet obviously gets a lot of searches, right? If we use the word diet, boom, you're going to get a lot of searches here. here we go. We got diet, Adkins diet, 2 million searches for keto diet and all these other words, millions of searches a month. Now, if we narrow it down and we're like, okay, well, how about keto diet? Well, keto diet is going to, narrow it down a little bit more. But again, you're going to look at this and you're going to be like, well, it's pretty darn competitive. Keto diet has a lot of sites. It doesn't even tell you how many sites, but it's got a lot of them, okay? So there's a lot of those there. Now, if we narrow it down even more, one of the words I found was keto advanced weight loss, 9,900 searches a month. Keto advanced weight loss pills, lots of searches, right? There's a lot of traffic just with this word, keto advanced diet weight loss. So we got diet, boom, pretty competitive, 1.2 billion competing results. Keto weight loss, 125 million competing results. Keto advanced weight loss, hey, check it out. Now we're down to 14 million. Pretty cool. We can even take this and put it in quotes and get a more exact number of who has the exact phrase on their site. And hey, check it out, it's only 147,000. Now we can also use the timeout method, which means scroll to the bottom, click the last result there, 10, and then you're going to see it says, in order to show you the most relevant results, we have omitted some of the entries very similar to the 90 that are already displayed. So what Google's essentially saying is like, hey, there's 90 good links here, and the rest are just pretty much similar or from the same site or similar sites or something like that, right? So there's not really that much competition for keto weight loss. Now, it's got lots of subcategory words. So we're going to take and we would put all of these words into, let's see if I can get a screenshot here. We'll take all these words and we're going to put them into our keyword strategy. Okay, so here's our keyword strategy over here. There we go. Keyword strategy. We got all of our keto advanced weight loss keywords here. Okay, so we're going to go for this. We're like, let's get a domain name. Let's make this work. Now, when you're looking at the competition, I want to show you several things. A lot of myths people talk about, like, hey, exact match domains don't really work anymore. Well, yeah, they kind of do. Take a look at this one. If we do keto advanced, you can see we actually have keto advanced fat burner. Hey, that's an exact match domain. You go to MSN, you type in keto advanced, and check it out. We got ads, and then we got ketoadvanced.net, ketoadvanced.org. So let's let Google tell us what they want, which is important, right? Let's let the search engines tell us what they want rather than listening to everyone talk about all these confusing things. Now, how does this work? Like, we set up a domain, we start to put some content about these keywords, and what's going to go on, right? What's the deal here? Well, one of the things you can do is, in the old days, we would submit our site to the search engine. And you actually have to submit a button, and then to go to the search engine, and yay, wonderful, great, we'd get submitted in like 3 to 6 months. Now, what Google does, and what other search engines do, is what's known as backlinks. The backlinks are something that links back to your site, right? Backlink, link back, same kind of deal. Now, what happens is Google has a list of sites that they already know about, okay? So they're like a little spider here, hence like the search engine crawler. That's what it does. It crawls the web. Now, what they do is they have sites that they know, okay? The sites that are closer to Google get crawled all the time, like literally every couple of minutes or something insane like that. So that would be close to the middle here, right up here. Google knows they exist. Yahoo, New York Times, YouTube, all these are spidered all the time, literally like sometimes every second. And so they're spidered all the time. Now, as you branch out, there's sites that are not as popular that don't get spidered as much. How can they get spidered? Well, by getting linked to a site that Google looks at all the time. I actually learned this with the ClickBank page. I did a thing years ago where I advertised on the ClickBank landing page. And I had some links to some news sites on my advertisement page. And I noticed that within minutes of the ad going up on ClickBank, because ClickBank was popular and it gets spidered a lot, what happened was all my brand new sites got picked up and ranked like that. Why? Because I was linked to something. So when we look at this, how does the user experience work? Well, Google's going to look at this and they're going to be like, well, you know, these 5 sites are talking about this page and they all say that Marcus is an ugly ass dude. So he must be an ugly ass dude. And if they pointed at me, I'd probably shoot to number 1. And if I did some other title stuff and some content, I'd probably shoot to number 1 as well. And then I would, in fact, be the ugliest most dude in the world or something like that, right? And so we look at this and we're like, okay, so backlinks are important. They're not the be-all, end-all, right? That page that I have about the ugly ass affiliate dude has no backlinks. There's zero, okay? Why did it work? It worked because the keyword has literally no competition, right? There's not a whole lot of competition for ugly ass dude. If we do this in quotes, okay, we're going to see ugly ass dude probably has a lot of stuff on social media, which is repeated over and over, as you can see, Facebook, different things like that. And then we can go through and do our timeout method, and we could see our timeout method timed out at 90, right? So it's not that competitive. That's why that worked. Okay, so we got to look at this, and we got to look at all these different factors. And the key here is to major in the minors. And I don't know why this baseball guy is like dressed like a weirdo Peter Pan dude, and he's like standing all funny, but at any rate, Peter Pan wants to major in the minors. He wants to hit a bunch of grounders instead of going for the home run. Instead of going for the home run keto diet right away with a brand new site, which isn't going to happen, instead go for these other keywords that you know you can get, then start to build up a couple of backlinks or so, get some links from forums and other sites, and maybe list on some directories or do a press release or something like that, and then take a look at it, because what you're going to see here is the competition literally drives everything, right? When the competition goes up and it's higher, you're going to need more backlinks, okay? You're going to need a stronger website, right? You're going to need a better aged domain name, right? All of these things you're going to need when the competition is higher. But when the competition is lower, you can take your keywords and you could make some content about it, get spidered by the search engines by getting a few backlinks, maybe put it on forums or something like that, and boom, you're going to start to shoot to the top. And what they're going to do is they're going to look at the different factors, right? What are the different factors for user experience that they use? Well, they're going to take a look and they're going to be like, well, first of all, yeah, is it relevant? Well, yeah, we got to see, like, if your site's about pies and you're trying to rank for diet, it's probably not going to work. Unless maybe it's a diet pie, I don't know. But you have to be relevant. Now, when you have a keyword like the one for ugly ass dude, my site is relevant because, hey, I have the word ugly ass and I have the word dude, and there you go, right? It's not that competitive. Okay, so I don't need a whole lot, but it is relevant because my title is relevant to the keyword, and that's all that matters when there's no competition. Next, we're going to take a look, and they're going to say, well, what about time on site? If a bunch of people click my site and leave right away without doing anything, they're going to be like, well, that kind of sucked. They must not have liked that one. Okay, they're also going to look at backlinks. Okay, because obviously Google's going to care more about what other people say about your site than what you say about your site. If everyone linked to my site and said Marcus is the prettiest dude, then I would rank for the prettiest dude, even if I didn't have prettiest dude on my website, right? Because they're going to look at it and they're going to be like, hey, check it out. All these other sites are saying Marcus is the prettiest dude. So, hey, you know what? I think he's the prettiest dude. But unfortunately, everyone thinks I'm the ugly dude. But at any rate, I digress. So we look at that and we're like, this is the user experience, and we got to look at the competition. Now, one of the keys to the SEO Vault is the fact that Google tells you what they want. This is something people don't pay attention to, right? If I go to Google and I search for something like let's search for the keto advanced weight loss, since this is the one we're using. If we do keto advanced weight loss, and we do it without quotes, because that's how most people search. When you do it in quotes, that's to see the competition. Without is to see the real results, right? They're going to tell you what's relevant. Amazon is relevant. If I wanted to rank on here, I would probably start selling this shit on Amazon. Simple. Walmart. So they're saying shops are relevant. Also, they're saying consumer reports and reviews are pretty relevant. That's kind of good. Okay. They are also saying that these are relevant. I don't know how. They're also saying that these keywords are relevant. Thank you for that, Google. That's very kind of you to help us with our keyword research. And then we could go through and we could see exactly what's relevant. Looks like mostly products. Now, if I was to do this for something else, like disappearing coin trick or something like that, okay, you're going to see that it's totally different. They're saying now, hey, video is the king. So I would want to get some videos and some instructions and some images, right? Because that's what they're saying. This is important, right? They're saying this is what we want. If I was to do something like Winter Springs Lawyer, okay, you're going to see local results. Boom. Okay? If I was to do something like ways to save money, all right, they're going to see what's relevant here is different sites with content about saving money and news stories, right? So this is where your press release comes in handy. If you can get, boom, you're going to get a lot of backlinks with a press release. Cost you, I think you can do them free, but if you do it right, it'll be like $100 or something. And then you could start to boost your search engine rankings with that if you do it the right way that I teach you, okay? And we teach you all of this stuff over at my site, affiliatemarketingdude.com. You can learn a little bit about that. You can also pick up the Simple Sites course at simplesitesbonus.com. We have a full-out SEO training in that course that teaches you how to do SEO the right way so that you can start getting rankings. But the number one factor you got to look at here is user experience. If the user isn't liking what they're seeing, then you're not going to go anywhere. So what I would say do is listen to Google, find out what they want. Major in the minors by getting the keywords you know you can go for instead of going for ones that you don't think you can go for, or even if you think you can go for and they're too competitive, don't do it. Start small, build your way up, get some traffic, make some money, and build as you go. And over time, you'll start to get a lot more traffic. Now, you can do this, and you can rank instantly for some easy terms using the press release model and other things like that. But again, don't waste your press release or don't waste the backlinks on words you don't think you can get. You're not going to rank for keto. You're not going to rank for weight loss. You're probably not even going to rank for keto advanced, right? So you got to build, you got to grow. So go for those little low-hanging fruit words, which are also known as long tail words, and start to build as you grow. So I hope you enjoyed this video on search engine ranking. I hope you found it informative. Make sure you subscribe, click the bell so that you get my other videos, and also check out simplesitesbonus.com and let me teach you all this stuff, because as a student of mine, you hop on every Tuesday, we get on a call, and we show you how everything works. We'll look at your rankings and everything like that. So thanks again for joining. Check out my next video. It's going to pop up over here somewhere and talk to you about more in-depth SEO stuff. Binge watch it. It's good stuff. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.